Oh man. My cards.
We're continuing with this campaign, not yours, Chris.
Yeah, we're doing. Sorry about that. I didn't know until yesterday, and I didn't text you. I probably should have.
It's all good. Pull my other
You figured it out. You're ready.
Yeah, I see the things on the board, but like these two things here in the middle of the board, they're just like blank for me. So I'm gonna like rejoin.
That might be on purpose. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, like I think I accidentally hit like shift or whatever, like whatever holds it in front of you, so you can look at it. And it was like I could see it then, so maybe it is blacked out then. Okay, I was cheating by accident. I don't know how this game works.
Oh, I got a nat 20, huh? Mr. Frog rolled a 1. Because a goblin, this kingdom was overrun and taken over by goblins only 30 years ago before the orcs beat them back.
Oh. Hang on.
Good stuff.
Okay, never mind. I hung up, so I'll just assume that was an accident. Sorry about that. Okay, Alex, I heard you say something about a backstory before I turned my volume down.
On my other one, I thought we were playing the Train campaign, and I thought I wrote a backstory for Zaramir, and it got like deleted out of the box.
I love that.
But I have Alether's still, so I can reread that to.
Yeah, you can send that to me,
Refresh
and yeah, you can send it to in a DM, or you can just kind of, if you want to go about it in the game, that's cool too.
Okay.
Okay, and then Kozar, you're saying about something about Hades?
I like the game and I hate the game.
It's fantastic, dude. Shield all the way.
I feel like all of the weapons suck, and the gun is the only thing you can actually use half the time.
Oh, absolutely not, dude.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
Yeah, all the weapons kick ass, especially the shield.
I actually am very good with the bow, and a lot of people fucking hate the bow.
See, that's my concession. That's the weapon I hate.
Yep, everyone's like, I hate the bow. I hate timing weapons, so you have to time things. If you time that shit correctly, though, you'll do like a fuck ton of damage.
I did get pretty far with the gun, but I actually beat the game. I actually beat Hades once with the shield, so that's like my main.
I beat
him once with the shield, once with the sword, which was fucking really hard. And once with the spear, because the spear's broken as shit.
Yeah, spear's good.
I've just had infinitely trash RNG ever since I beat him once.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now that we are all back here, let's see. So last time, we were out searching for some mushrooms to get a good old attack in his field, make sure he doesn't turn into a frogman, a slod. Upon that, y'all encountered upon an abode of Drew, who's from Bebo's past, who actually like sabotaged this bridge that ended up sending Bebo to jail. Turns out Drew was working for the judges, so you kicked ass and you stole a magical little boulder from the Stone Colossus you fought too. And as a reminder, I think we were decided that we were going to head to this this tome over here, because that's where it's rumored where the Holy Avenger, the kind of a holy longsword relic that you need to get into the World Tree is. So I will pass that to you, party.
We're going to raid up the tomb.
I would just vote, yeah, we all rest up, get all our shit back, and then we head out again to go to the tomb.
Alrighty. So after your long rest, I already went through and did a long rest on everyone's sheet beforehand. So you should already be good there. You got news on all of your little council member people. what their success or not success was. So Fred, you sent him out to gather defenses for your fortress. He got a 17. And he recruited 2 stone golems from a nearby city to help defend your fortress. The risk of home invasion has been lowered at your own little fortress here. So that's very good. Good job, Freddy. Mr. Frog, on the other hand, he rolled a 1. When he was going overseas, things went terribly. He went to go ask the aid of a kingdom while shape-shifted as a goblin. Well, this specific kingdom, they were overrun and taken over by goblins 30 years ago before the orcs of that kingdom beat them back. So he was unsuccessful in recruiting any allies for the siege of Anvil, so you won't have any additional allies other than your current resistant members. Fergus, on the other hand, he got a 14, so he secured a trade route and has secured enough resources for the resistance to build siege weapons when you go to siege Anvil. And Koa actually hit himself a nat 20. Good job, little cat boy. So you're going to have an easier time breaching the walls of Anvil as well when you go to siege it. So just want to give you an update on your boys there. I'm just gonna
breaching. I thought of something.
What's that?
That I was. This is sort of metagame to you, but also saying this to the party. It's like, why don't we just sneak someone in and create a portal between our fortress and inside the walls?
Yeah, absolutely could.
That way, we could literally have the main siege, which is the primary siege, but also just a distraction, so we can sneak in forces inside and just take the gates from inside. From inside.
Attack them on 2 fronts.
I'm turning my phone off. I'm not. Why do everyone wants to call me only during D&D? But yeah, I mean, when you would go to do the siege, you can go about it however you want to when we get to that point. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so party, what's our next step? What are we doing?
We're tomb raiding.
Tomb raiding. So you want to head over there? Cool.
I see a dude. Who's this?
Why is Frodo on top of there? Because he was under here. Oops.
I was like, wait a minute. You set them on top, and it confused me.
Yeah, I'm trying to shove him. He's just gonna sit there because he's supposed to be underneath this little table. But I guess
I thought you were were you trying something out where you hit him underneath and?
No. Those are already on the boards. Okay, so we're gonna head out to the tomb. Sound good?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Good.
Cool. So you start to make your way there. About halfway through there, coming across the woods. Who has? Let me check something out real quick. Let's see. I bet it's gonna be Bebo.
That depends on what it is.
Yes, passive investigation. Bebo, while walking along, while going through the forest here, heading towards the tomb, you notice a set of tracks that all of a sudden appear in, well, not all of a sudden, but you notice them on the ground that start to lead off in the direction that you're going.
Okay. I let everyone know, hey, there's tracks here. And then I do an investigation check to see if I can identify the creature.
Sure.
And that is diversity investigation +9, so 25.
25. The tracks appear to be a mix of a bear and a humanoid of some kind. You can just tell that whoever this was, they were wearing shoes. It looks like these bear tracks were in pursuit of the person in the shoes, and you do see some little droplets of blood around these tracks as well, leading off in the direction that you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Good job.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I have a passive perception of 17, so I don't think we're gonna get ambushed.
I also have
we could probably just
advantage on all my attack rolls.
Right.
And I cannot be surprised.
Right. So you
I
follow
can't
the
be
track.
surprised either. We're brothers.
All right. So following the tracks, you start to hear the sound of a struggle. You hear a male voice screaming for help, and you also hear the sounds of a grunting bear. Uniper, the voice is familiar to you. That's all you can tell immediately. This is all theater of mind currently. Yep. It is a male voice. All right.
Let's go.
Going towards the sound of the scuffle, you see a bear that's perched up against a tree. It looks like he's clawing at something up in the branches. You can just hear this voice shouting down, saying, "Help me! Help!" And you can see some blood leaking on the branches as well, presumably from the person who climbed up there. The bear has not noticed you. All right. Awesome. The bear does not detect you. All right.
Cat girl gonna seduce the bear.
Holy shit. 30 goddamn one. My god. I wouldn't have believed you. I didn't see it in D&D Beyond. Alright, sure. 31 for performances. You pull out your lute, and you play a wondrous song with elven notes. The style of music is very elvish, so it's very naturey. The bear turns around to you, cocks its head, and walks up to you and just sits down and listens to you play as it kind of bobs its head back and forth.
Bear's about to become a spanky tanky.
Hale, please make that bear sound like Barry White if she's trying to talk to it. Hey, baby. There you go. Here's town.
Blue flower with red thorns.
Here's some coin, bear. Go participate in the commerce of the citizens. I don't know about no money.
The bear shakes his head and goes, I got it, I'll get you the fish, I'll get the fish, I'll get the fish, I'll get the fish, and he runs off towards the nearest creek.
Should have been like, here, bear, here's some money so you can get yourself a picnic basket.
Oh, I'll get you that truck, I'll be right back. Uniper, looking back down at you with similar feline eyes, is no one else other than your own brother Artemis. Boop. Yeah. Artemis, clutching his arm that appears to be bleeding, looks down at you and says, Juniper, is that you? Gotcha. Artemis slowly climbs down from the tree, albeit struggling with his bleeding arm. He says, I would embrace you, but a bear kind of fucked me up. Oh, sorry, shut the fuck up. Sure. He takes it from me gracefully, and Artemis chugs that down. The wound on his arm closes up. He says, "Didn't you get the letter too?" He produces a letter and hands it to you. He says, "Apparently, it's father." He says that he's here. He says, I know what happened, but look, this is his writing, and smell it. Doesn't it smell like it? You're a feline! You can smell, you candlesticks! Fuck off! He says.
Gosh.
He says, look at this writing and smell it. Smell it.
I go, hey, she spent too much time around us cat like people.
Is that boy smell I smell?
Boy, smell.
Why was that bear chasing you? Steal its picnic basket or something?
Just because you steal everything doesn't mean everyone steals everything.
Hey, I steal from the rich.
Except if it's a poor orc merchant, in which case you just break his shelves and run out with whatever you can.
Basically, it turns into a Benny Hill situation.
I know he's dead, but who else? How else could they have gotten the scent? For how long he's dead? It's not like they could have rubbed this letter on his bones to make him smell like this, to make this letter smell like this. And that's his writing. I don't know how, but this letter says that he's here. He's here in this Helm's Glory place. He said he's somewhere out in these woods, and I've been wandering around for days trying to find him. I finally picked up his scent because he's a cat. Smell. And he's somewhere where are we at? Somewhere north east of here. I've been on the trail, and then this bear attacked me. I guess if that's where I smell, that's where I got the scent.
I believe it.
I can understand wanting to believe your parents are alive. I wish mine were, but
Oof.
this sounds like this could be interjecting backstory.
Alithar trauma dumping much.
But it sounds like this could be a trap.
I guess Iago will dig out something out of his pocket and look at it and put it back. upon this hearing this conversation topic.
Bebo is trying to cover the fact that he farted in his suit and is trying to vent it out.
Artemis says, I mean, I don't know who they are. I'm surprised you're traveling with a bunch of non-tabaxi. Who are these people? You can just say you introduce them to the group.
Sup?
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 He looked like a hell there. Artem says hello and all that to everyone and says, all right, well, if you're headed the same way I am, sister, I mean, well, it sounds like we should just go. Wonderful. Not for long, nerd. All right. So you and your new cat companion pick up the pick up the trail and approach the unnamed tomb. This tomb is a sort of a castle-y kind of area. So the thing that you notice is that this tomb is very old, ancient, and decrepit. Even the surrounding land, the ground itself, the trees, shrubbery, or what was shrubbery, etc., is all dried out and dead. Which just seems to be centering from the middle of this tomb outwards. Basically, everything near this tomb is dying. No life from within.
I
And
taste the dead grass.
it tastes like disgusting.
Tastes like paint.
The grass is indeed dead.
You'll fuck for. Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
let's see. Revealer range. Need to bring that down. But that was fine for that area. 0.5. Can everyone? Are you all able to edit your reveal range, or is that just me? In your characters, can you right-click your characters over here?
I can change that. Yeah.
Yeah, change it to 0.5. And let me bring your characters in. So because the boards I'm using weren't naturally gridded, I went ahead and used the onboard grid. So now you all can snap the little grids there. Hell of a lot easier than measuring. Because I was like, I really want to use these boards, but they're not gridded. I was like, I'm gonna make it work. I made it work. Okay, so now if I move you here, you know what? I lied. Make it a little smaller. Make your range 1. I lied. Go to 1.
I'm moving myself in my range, and like I'm not seeing anything. To all the way to 1.
Yep. Oh. How do I? Grid. There we go. Now you should snap. There you go. Cool. Okay, so let me take you. I'm just gonna paint out what you can see immediately. Alrighty. Here we go. Grid is locked and all that, so we should be good. Okay, so you see the entrance is right here. I'll let you all move as you please. Yes, that is where you're at. This is just like a 5-foot like stone incline up. You can climb up here, yeah, with these. Sure. Investigation of 14. So you can see on the door here, which was covered in dust and very faded out from years and years of weathering, that there is a sigil, the judge's symbol, the hammer, on the door here.
I'm going to tap my shield and make it glow. So
There's a door there, though, right?
Yep, door right here.
I kick the door.
Sure, make your strength check.
Damn. 11.
11. The door does not budge.
nah, you got to do it like this. What should be? 6 plus nothing.
So 6.
Yep.
Even less happens.
I go, wait.
This-
Wait.
Artemis looks to you, Unifer, and says, "Are these guys really that confident? Are you sure about this?"
I'd like to do an investigation check on the door for like a handle or something.
There is a handle, yes.
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand to not pickpocket.
Lock the
Pick
door.
the lock.
Let's go. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So in D&D
That's-
Beyond.
But that's illegal. You're
Oh,
supposed to.
22.
All right. After a little bit of force, you finally manage to get the stone lock unlocked. You hear the lock on the other side fall to the ground, and the doors slowly open. What's the radius of your glow here? And I know
Mine
you have
is-
dark vision. No, him.
Okay.
Glowy shield.
Yeah. Juniper and I have all the back sees.
Yeah, you
The
know
back
vision.
have dark vision, and I have dark vision.
Right.
What time of
be-
day is it right now?
What?
It is 6 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, it's like 10 feet.
10
Is
feet. Okay,
that
cool.
is that shadow step time or not time?
You're going to be inside of a dark area, so you'll
I know
be
that,
good.
but are these windows right here?
Yes.
Are
Nope.
they like open windows or just like glass?
Glass. We're gonna say for Iago, because there's no way I'm gonna try to keep track of every individual pinpoint of light, that basically inside here you can shadow step as much as you like. As long as you can physically see the point, like shadow step says, you'll be able to shadow step in here.
I'm just asking in terms of like if I can teleport through the window. 'Cause I could technically be able to see through the window.
Yeah, I'll use that. Go for it.
All right. So I'll teleport right here.
And because you're in here, let's go ahead and just paint what we can see. You see that door there, right?
Yeah.
All right. You can see that door there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, there you go. That's what you can see immediately.
So like I'll whisper, I see doors in the stairs. But there's no enemies, so it's okay to walk inside.
Okay. That sounds safe.
Sounds good to me.
So, yeah.
Alrighty. Inside the tome, you don't immediately. Oh god, that range. Hang on, Artemis. What the fuck? There we go. Let's turn you down, buddy. All right. So inside the tome, it appears to be very disheveled. Obviously, no one has really lived here for a long time. As I said before, you see this staircase there, see a door there, and hallway back here. There's also this tiny little chasm break in the floor that leads down below. All right, opening the door. Looks to be a storage room. some crates and barrels on the inside. Sure. On the crates and barrels, you notice some of them are wine barrels, and they're vintage 200 plus years ago. We popping these open, boys.
What got you so excited?
Wait, can we see? Wait, can we see in here, or are we limited to like the party members that can see? Am I just like standing in the dark right here?
No, you can see. So it is dim light inside here. So like for some things that might be range wise, it might be hindered. But I mean, you can see enough. It's dim because the windows. Brock, what are we doing over here? Be bold.
I was gonna try to investigate these stairs and go up.
Sure. Walking into this room, you see a bed that looks like it may have been used recently, along with tables and bookshelves. There's also the table in the middle has a different alchemical, what do you call it? Alembics and things like that, things used for alchemy.
Okay. Investigate
Yeah.
that. Yeah. 19.
19. All right. So looking over the alchemy table there, you do see some slight movement. There are various jars that appear to have some sort of larvae on the inside squirming around.
Show up and see this and go, okay. And then leave.
I don't think that's worth taking. So
Kill them. Kill them now. Burn it with fire.
can I tell alchemically if it's like actually what's the point of the larva? Or
You can make an Arcana check.
sure.
You know what's great about Arcana?
Huh.
I'm supposed to be a mage killer, and I get +0 to Arcana.
I sadly
Perfect.
rolled a nat 1.
On that one. As you go to take a look at the larvae on the inside, the moment you step closer, the little maggot on the inside leaps forward in the jar, which ends up pushing that jar over into the ground, breaks, and the larva squirms over and jumps onto Frankie here. As it's trying to find a way inside of its head as it's crawling around near what Frankie's ears would be.
I have Frankie cast Shocking Grasp.
Got it. Frankie shocks the larva and fries it to a crisp, and it falls over dead.
Yay. Well, sorry, Frankie. Fuck this room.
God.
I want to check out this room.
Ew, it was trying to get inside me. Like what?
That wasn't very poggers.
Oh shit, was my voice on? No, it wasn't on. Damn it! I'd always do these things without the fucking voice on. Parkour joke. Anyway, all right, Alether, come on over here. All right. On the other side of this door, Alether, you hear the sound of what sounds like a sort of crawling, almost a rat-like sound. On the other end, some sort of small creature slithering.
Sounds pretty gross. I try to open the door.
All right, opening up the door. Let's see. Oh, did I not have you on reveal fog of war? Oh no. Wait. Reveal. Oops. Hang on. Toggle. Game. Come on. There we go. Reveal fog of war. Perfect. Reveal. Oh. Range. I don't know why it's not revealing, but that's fine. Hi, Iago. Thank you. Hey, look at that. Not rats, but flying swarms of brains on the other side. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Upon
Immediately
opening the
fuck
door, they
this shit.
all. What's that?
Immediately fuck this shit.
I have 25.
The.
Ah,
Okay.
9.
I rolled a
Hang on.
20.
Ooh,
Oh.
hang on. Let me load my encounter so I can actually get all those in there. Oh, they're already in here. Perfect. What? Everyone rolls, yeah.
Is there anything special when you roll a nat 20 on initiative, or no?
I just make you go first.
Okay. I got 20.
So, okay. Well, perfect. Okay. What's up, Harley? Yeah, I got it. What do you want to ask him, Carly? Talking to the mic. I know. Just.
Hey Bree, do you have games yet for your bridal shower?
Sarah and Lacey did, yeah.
Okay, my cousin had a shower today, and they gave me a bunch of extras, and it was like stuff about like movie quotes, and I thought of you because I know that you guys were doing like movie type stuff.
Mrs. Sarah and Lacey.
Okay.
Yep. She's down.
Okay.
Just says thank you. Alrighty. I'm just pulling up some music. All right, so initiative. That first is going to be Bebo. Swarms and Brains. FYI, since this is our first swarm enemy, how we're playing this is that swarm enemies have resistance to anything that is a direct attack and not AOE. AKA, swinging a sword at a swarm is not going to be very effective compared to casting like a fireball, right?
Okay.
I rolled a
Mm.
20, but you said Chris is going first.
Oh, well, we can roll off, Alex. If you rolled that
Oh, you had a
20.
22.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, you can go ahead.
Roll off.
All right, we'll roll off. Fine. How do I just do a regular roll? Do I just... Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, that's another good roll. Damn.
I rolled a 17. Take that, Alex.
Or wait, no, that wasn't a good roll. Wait. My custom roll was a 9, so.
Okay, so Bebo, Alithor, Iago then.
Cry.
Got it. So Bebo, your go.
Oh, brain's gross. And I'm gonna lean over his shoulder, probably right here, and try to shoot this one with a lightning blast.
Got it.
That is not. Oh, I can just roll, and I'll roll on D&D Beyond. That'll be easier. Oh well, okay. That 20.
Got
Thanks,
it.
D&D Beyond.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage for that.
13, and roll another one. That is 21.
21 damage. All right. 21. What?
Oh, unless that kill, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna try to hit it with another lightning blast. I'll let you go. Hit it. I got a 20 on the other lightning blast.
Yep, that hits.
All right, and oh look, it even does that for my lightning launcher. That's amazing, actually. 4. No, sorry, 11 damage.
Damage. Excellent. And let me get Beat Boy going.
Only 32 damage, motherfucker.
All right. So you fry the brain swarm, and they're going to. That swarm is going to have one less attack on its turn. since you fried enough of the swarm.
I'm gonna have Frankie blast. 5,
Good,
10,
right.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, that one again. Yep. There's a way I could roll his lightning launcher. There probably is a way. I just don't. Whatever. I'll just roll over here. 11 plus my spell attack mod, which I believe is 9. So 21.
21 hits.
That's 2 plus proficiency bonus, which is 4. So 6 damage.
Damage, got it.
And that ends my turn.
Alright, that's gonna be Alther.
Alright. I'm going to back up a little bit. And at Brainstorm be right there. I'm gonna cast. Oh, what's it called? Sacred Flame. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Dexterity. They failed the throw. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. And it increases in damage as I level up, and so it was actually 3d8 plus the 4 on the cleric, and that is 21 damage.
1, very good. You attacked the same one.
Yeah.
You attacked A.
Oh, he was attacking A. Hold on. Do I have to? I said B.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, it's actually B.
21. Alright, good hit, good hit. Anything else, Alther?
Nope. I'm in my turn.
Iago.
You said that like melee attacks would be a disadvantage.
They're gonna have resistance, meaning they'll take half damage.
Oh, well, I'm just in the shadow step right here. And smack him. I'll smack A.
Alright.
Advantage. So 22.
22 hits.
And I'll spend my superior die to do sweeping strike to also hit this guy for some damage.
Alright.
So, wow, cool. Thank you. And then so 10 damage to A. And then
So you roll total 10 because they have resistance. Resistance is half, so it's 5.
well, the 10 damage is going to A, and then great. Then it's
Oh, I got you. Okay. So 5 to A and then 1 to B.
it will be let me read it just to make sure. Yeah, that takes 1, I guess. And then I'll do an unarmed strike on A.
Okay.
Okay, that hits 7
Yep.
26.
Yep.
Cool. So
4 rounded up.
7. And I guess that's my turn because I keep rolling ones on my damage rolls.
Gotcha. Alright, that goes to our brains. So make an opportunity attack on that one, Iago.
That one.
Yep.
Let's see. I want. Do this one. So
And roll. Yep, roll for that damage.
4 and
Got it.
10, so 12 altogether.
Got it. All right. The brain. Okay.
No.
Bebo. Bebo. Bebo, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure. Make it in D&D Beyond. I got 12.
Okay, so that is a fail. So this brain swarm is casting dominate monster on you.
Oh no.
Right, so you are currently charmed.
Wow, it's wisdom, not. Oh wait, no. Hold up, Cal.
Oh, you're
I have
the little
advantage
ring.
against all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Okay, go roll you another one then.
Oh, it was almost a 16. Okay,
Oh.
never mind.
Alright, so dominate monster. Takes all the actions I choose. Okay, so you're under control of the brain swarm. But each time that you take damage, you make a new saving throw. Alright, so that's what that brain did. This brain's gonna look to you. Well, brains plural. Look to you, Iago. They're going to try to confuse you. Iago, make a wisdom saving throw as well.
10.
Okay, also a fail, so they're going to cast confusion. Can you? Yeah, so that's going to be 4. So you're not going to. They're going to cast confusion, and you're not going to take any actions next turn. That's what those brains did. So after them, is going to be attacking us.
Okay, so I am 5, 10, 15, 20.
Was
I'm
that a
gonna move
spell?
here.
Oh, that's right. It was a spell. Good.
Yeah, I would have advantage on it then. So I'll just do a flat roll.
Okay.
17.
Oh, never mind. You're good. D&D Beyond should always tell you next to your saving throws what you have advantage on.
Alright, I'm going to shout swift death to my enemies at the brain that's in front of me. I'm going to take aim at it.
Ready?
So let's see. Hit, throw. Whoops, note the wrong one. I clicked luck
The
blade.
blade, yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad. You rolled a 20 on it, but you're not in melee range.
Okay, 18.
I got it. It's a hit.
Okay. Let's see.
Which is good because dominate monsters a
Alright,
concentration.
how did I do this last time to incorporate the damage? The bonus because it's my mortal enemy at the moment. Because it's a 3d6 against a sworn enemy.
Yeah, I gotta open up another tab. Look at your character. It says right there. Should tell you right there on your thing what it does.
Okay. I'll just roll the 1d8 plus 5. That's 11. Then the 3d6. Oh, dice.
Then if you click your weapon, it tells you right here.
Yeah.
It's an extra 3d6. So you get
Yeah.
1d8 plus 5 plus 3d6 for this damage.
Okay. Whoops. 1. Oh, okay. 2, 3. Okay, so let's see. Okay, 11, 15, 20, 23.
23. Okay, so because it's the arrow, a regular arrow attack and an AoE, 23 divided by 2. So they did 12 damage, which actually is not just enough to kill it and also break Bebo from the Dominate monster. So,
Hey, thanks.
mm-hmm.
And I end my turn.
That goes to Uniper and Artemis. Y'all hear the scuffle on the other end. Your friend shouting. Yeah, you're right. I think they got that. Absolutely. As he jumps on the barrel, he takes a little dagger out, pokes a hole in the barrel, and just starts glugging. Actually, is that what you're doing? Awesome, Bevo, back to you. You're not dominated.
Two.
2.
2.
I just did it again because I'm like, you bitch. The guy's just like, yeah, I won't do anything too. Fuck yeah.
Family.
I'm going to try to zap this brain, I guess.
Do it.
Here it comes. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
11. 24 damage. And now, second lightning bolt. 21 to hit.
Hit.
12 damage.
And it's out. Woo! Incinerate the rest of the brains left in that flying little swarm.
Hell yeah.
So it's supposed
Yeah.
to look like a little question mark there.
Yeah.
Loading on my end. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Just checking.
There you go. There you go. It should be normal now. Besides me flipping it upside down. Cool. All right. The incinerated little brainlets lie on the ground.
Brainlets. Yeah, shot Nico. Shot warm pup.
So we're out of initiative. So
Oh.
do you?
I guess I will be like, go up to the braid matter, and do an investigation to see what up.
Give me that investigation, boy.
As a, I can just roll it in here, but I love rolling it in here. Why? Sorry. 21.
Awesome. Looking over the brains that weren't incinerated, since the ones that were killed by attacking this arrows are more intact, you can tell these brains appear to be that of a smaller creature, maybe a deer or a squirrel, rats even, something of that like. One thing you do notice when you're kind of looking over these squishy, disgusting brains or what's left of them is that each one seems to has one of those little larvae that were inside of their brains, kind of like the same ones you found back in this room.
Huh. I tried to get in Frankie. What an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to fly up actually, and fly over this chasm, land right here.
Excellent.
Just to see what's over here.
Well, we just blew up some disgusting
Assuming
flying.
I should
swarms
be
of
able to see what's
brains.
over here.
Yep.
Yeah, come check it out.
I guess what is it? What is this? Or what do I see in general?
It looks like there used to be some sort of a large object that was there that since been moved, given the dark stains of the floor. It looks to be almost coffin-shaped.
I see. Interesting. Is this a door?
Yes, that is a door right there.
Okay.
So you don't have dark vision, right?
What was that?
You do not have dark vision?
No, I do. I'm a gnome.
Oh, you have dark vision. Okay. Everybody got dark vision. All my homies have dark vision.
Not me. I'm just a blind little human boy.
As you do, the brain wriggles, and one of the larvae pops out of it, appearing to be still alive, and it jumps at you, Uniper. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Excellent. Oh, you did? Oh, you caught that larva in there, and you can crush it with your hand if you so want to, or do whatever with it. It dies with a whimper.
You should have learned a lesson from me last session when I had that fucking fish vomit all over me. That Kale would do something like that.
Artemis looks over at the brain pile there and says, "You don't think that fathers..." Dude, you just got a brain problem and you need to like get it checked.
Be right back again.
We're all kind of brains. Vibo, see, you're excited to move forward. What do you want to do?
Oh, Chris was thinking of my character models, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was just gonna move back into this room and say, "Hey, weren't we looking for a coffin?"
It's empty
Yeah.
though, isn't it?
No, it's not if the coffin isn't there, it's the outline of what was a coffin that was here. It appears to have been moved.
Oh, investigation! My favorite roll.
Oh yeah.
25. I used to be an inspector.
You can see traces of the coffin that seemed to have been dragged off in probably that direction. Given the
Investigate this door by opening it aggressively.
You open the door aggressively into this room. It is a room. There you go.
I'm going to follow Iago in.
You don't know that. You don't know that. But Dad's one of those brains.
Wait, you killed your parents?
What do you know? This is family business. Stay out of it.
I killed my adoptive parents. But I had to.
Hey, I go, hey, Juniper, he doesn't have kids, let's bully Iago. What is he going to do? Tell his parents?
I'll rummage through the chest if it's a chest.
Sure. While you're rummaging through that chest, can you?
Also,
What?
in the meantime, I get out a dictionary, turn to the page where it says joke, and hand it to Juniper.
Yeah, go for it. Do it. What are you trying to do? You kick the air next to him. Iago, while you're rummaging through that, from behind you, boop. Where are we at? Boop. Hello there. You are getting smacked. For 12 damage.
Did he appear like through an invisibility or what?
Oh god, I hear you through Bree's mic. It sounds like Bree's using like a phone.
Facts.
Yeah, Bree, I think you changed your mic settings or something.
Yep. Are your speakers on, hon? Turn those speakers off.
Guess my question is
Yes.
is he doing an attack on me?
Yes.
Because I have alert, if that matters. I can't be surprised.
Correct. I'll explain in a minute.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, it works. It was speakers, wasn't it?
One sec. Yeah. So surprise is a surprise round is just that you can't move or take an action in your first turn of combat. You're not being surprised. You're just taking an attack. Surprise doesn't mean like no attacks can happen against you. It just means that you won't
No,
like.
I'm just saying. I was just saying because like I would negating an advantage on him if he was doing like an attack roll. I don't know if he rolled because I don't know. I can't see your dice.
What are you getting advantage on?
He doesn't get advantage for trying to do a surprise.
Yeah, he's not
attack.
getting advantage. I didn't roll advantage. I just rolled a normal attack. Anyway, he made the attack as you can tell, sort of a magical field around him dissipated. Then he made the attack. So it looks like he was concealing himself with some sort of fuckery.
Yep.
So like I said, that was 12 damage. And roll for initiative.
Well, Can I do an opportunity attack then? With my my thingy,
5.
whatever it's called. My polearm mastery.
So he was already standing there, like in that spot, and then he dissipated the field. He was standing in the room the whole time, so he didn't like walk up to you per se. All right, so Uniper got 11, Iago rolled 13. What's our other 6?
Yep.
What the heck are with these initiatives? What'd you get attack?
Really initiative. It's another nat 20.
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was like, why does it say 19? -1. Got it. Okay, so you'll go first. Attackness, what was your initiative?
It was 5.
5. What the heck, guys? Alrighty. Okay, so, oh my god, really? Come on, DBN. Help me, please. Okay, so yeah, like I said, this guy over here, who appears to be a Gith Yankee, as a race in D&D, essentially a sort of this ancient race, who in this case they devout themselves to protecting ancient artifacts and the like, dissipated a field around him and then made an attack at Iago here. After making that attack, he looks at the rest of the group and says, "Leave, you don't belong here." And but that'll be Alither first. Also, there's brainstorms back here.
Oh man.
Brains.
I'm going to let's see.
Too many options.
I know. Too many spells. Alright, I'm gonna cast Bless on a couple of the party members. I bless 3 creatures of my choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw for spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Nice.
And I'm gonna
Gotcha.
go to Iago, Bebo, and Attackness.
All right, so they're getting do you say they get advantage and or they just rolling a d4 and they're saving throws or attack?
They can add it to an attack roll or a saving throw.
Gotcha. A d4, right?
Yeah, and I guess.
All right.
Yeah. And this says the duration of spells up to 1 minute, so I guess would that be like 1 round of turns or so?
Yep, I'll keep track of that.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's my turn then.
All right, these disgusting brainstorms are going to go 30. Let's see. Attacking this. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, buddy. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving. Oh, great. I have -1.
You got this, probably.
Total of 8.
Just kidding. You're dominated now by this
wait.
one.
What did you roll, Antagonist?
I rolled a 9, but I have a
Oh.
-1.
Oh, I can add 5 using my
No!
Flash of Genius.
No! Let me have him! I want to attack this!
I'm going to basically throw what was it? Some kind of magical barrier around him so he can't be dominated.
No, let me have him. If you add 5, he'll succeed. Attack will succeed.
Hell yeah. I can do that 5 more times. Love you all.
Good, you show me a Bebo saving throw. Wisdom.
I forgot about it until I looked at it on my sheet and I was like, hell yeah, I forgot about that. I never use it. It's the DM's bane, Flash of Genius.
Wisdom saving throw, Bebo.
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Blah, 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 blah.
And I guess you can use that die right there on a saving throw that I just gave you, the d4.
Oh, you made it. You good.
Okay, cool.
Yep, you got it with the 18. Okay, they try to dominate you, but you're just two big boys. Your big britches are just too big. All right. I didn't write the initiative.
Yeah, Bebo turned me into from fucking like dumb smooth brain to galaxy brain.
So, Alither, Brains, Gith Yankee Knight, Iago, Uniper, Bebo attack. All right. So the knight, Yankee Knight. What the heck? Someone made an attack. You need to be honest,
My bad.
confused.
I was
Okay.
like trying to look at my spell. I'm sorry.
Let's see. This Yankee Knight is going to teleport over here. Go for me real quick, thank you. He holds his fingers to head and looks at the brain swarms who turn back to him and then turn back at you. And he starts to head over yonder, out of sight currently. Iago. That's your go, Iago.
I'm looking. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to do. I don't know if it's added to D&D Beyond, but I'm going to do shooting stars at the brains.
That was a D&D Beyond item. You should have it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying the actual attack spell for it
Okay.
in the list. It has
Sure.
it has everything else it can do except that.
Are you attuned to the Ring of Shooting Stars?
I should be.
Look at your attuned items in your inventory page.
Yeah, I have it. I have it check marked
So, like, when you go down to your attuned items down below, it says Ring of Shooting Stars.
in the inventory. Well, if I look at spells, I have Dancing Lights, Light, and Light, which is part of that ring.
Right. I don't know why it's not there then, but yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
But it doesn't have the shooting stars. I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah, you're attuned to it. I don't know why it's not there. Also, why is it not attuned to the staff there yet?
I'm gonna do 2 charges to hit them both twice, and they have to do a DC dexterity saving throw, and if they get a 15.
Got it. Fail across the board.
All right, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14 damage, fire damage.
Got it. Very good. Incinerated some brains. Anything else, Iago?
And spell and since I did this it's an attack, but it's not like is it like an attack action?
Yeah, it's like your attack action, yeah, but because you have extra attack, you can take another attack. So you can still move and attack.
I will shadow step here to give myself advantage, and I'll pin missile this one.
That'll work. Hit.
So 19.
Yep.
How? Fucking Jesus. Well, 3 damage, and then it's poisoned. Or it has
Pin missile shooting multiple, so I'm considering that normal.
Okay.
So it's
I still rolled 3 ones, so it's 6 damage.
got it. Jesus.
I literally keep rolling. I keep rolling 1s in all my attack stuff,
Yep.
and then it has to do whatever saving throw for poison. It doesn't. I have to go read it because it doesn't.
So attacks for what I'm doing here for swarm enemies, attacks that are like one sword that you swing, that's going to be like not effective against a swarm, but like pin missile because you're shooting multiple missiles, that's hitting multiple enemies, so that's going to be normal. Anything else, Iago?
So I'm just gonna on its turn it has to do a con save, or an
Alright, cool.
D6 of poison.
Got it. I'll do that on its turn. That'll be Uniper then. Got it. uh, cool. Well, you were trying to do some finessey stuff with your magic, showing off to your brother. And instead of incinerating one of his brainstorms, you incinerated his cloak, and he takes D6 damage. And his cloak is on fire, and he's running panically 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in this direction, trying to put himself out. Exactly. Sure. You put the fire out. He turns to you and says, "What the fuck, sister?" And that'll go to Bevo.
Okay. I'm going to see. Blah 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 blah. Back to spells. I'm gonna blow a 3rd level spell slot and try to. Well, I think was it? I'm gonna make both the brains make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving. Oops, that's not right. Constitution. I've got an 8 and a 16.
They both fail. I got
Yeah.
a 17. So 20-foot radius, and this is gonna be 48. 20 damage to both of them.
Oof.
Yeah.
The swarm
Just a
is
big
more
ol'-
of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, the swarm is now more so a couple of fledgling brains flying around each other.
Let's see. Is half as damage this feature made of inorganic material? Oh, okay, never mind. Magical objects can be worn or carried. I was just seeing if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. I'll make my doggo attack. He gonna fly right here and aim for this one. And 16 to hit.
Yes.
8 damage.
Cool. Which one are you targeting?
Closest one.
Oof! Got rid of the rest of those brains. They outie.
Frankie says, "Fuck you,"
Ah,
and that ends my turn.
cringe, cringe, cringe. Attack for short turn.
Cringe detecting.
Oh, my turn now?
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I will move right here. I would like to dip one of my arrows into the fire salts. And then I'm going to make Brainstorm A my sworn enemy. And I'm going to shoot one of my fire salt dipped arrows at it.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and see if I hit.
Who's after attacking us?
23.
23 hits. After attacking us is where's my initiative tracker? It's here. That would be Alther.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Then
roll
I'll
for.
be back then.
Alright, I'll roll for the 1d8 plus 5. That's 9. Then let's see, d6. 2, 3. There we go. That way I don't have to roll it fucking 3 different times. So that is a total of 21.
Alrighty, and divided by that is still a kill. Brains are no more.
Does it burst
Oh,
into
yeah.
flames with the whole like salts thing?
Yeah, it's down.
Yeah.
It sparked the stone and flamed up the rest. Flame on and all that.
Yeah, that way I can like, like kill any like residual parasites in it.
You don't want brain larvae?
Nope.
Why? Cringe.
I mean, I have a demon. I think I can take an extra roommate.
Right.
Jesus.
I mean, I can give you Frode. Except you won't get him in a bottle. You're gonna get it.
The voice is working.
Now
Aha,
it's
I'll take the cat. Give me the cat. Meow.
you realize you're not gonna get him in a bottle. This is him going inside your soul and being inside you. More like
Fine assault. Yeah, he'll wear gloves as he's taking over your soul. Jesus fucking shit. Alright, we're out of initiative anyway.
oh wait, so the bitch that stabbed me ran away.
Yes, he ran away.
So combat's over. That thing's gone.
Okay, well I guess I'll rummage through the chest that I rightfully was rummaging before I got stabbed.
In it are some camping supplies, some matches. They look fairly new. And in there as well, you find some notes and drawings. Does anyone here know Gith?
No,
Okay.
what?
Gith, the language.
Isn't that like a new edition from one of your books, probably?
So
Gith it's from one of the new-ish books, yeah.
So we none of us would have it.
Got it. In it is notes and drawings. The notes, the writing, of course, is in Gith. But it also is depicting drawings of what appears to be sort of a holy prison. You can tell that's kind of what you're looking at here because the prison appears to be a very large crystal with some sort of a Valkyrie in the middle inside of it. Up in the clouds, surrounded by Deva and angels. And in it as well is a drawing of the broken Valkyrian amulet that Tachnus has. That the picture of the amulet has an arrow pointing towards a sarcophagus. And that's what you got. But the writing is all in Gith. Sure. It's a regular old bedroom. You're good. No, you're good. Let's see. What's your passive? You do see, however, there appears to be a trap door that was recently opened on this side. You do whatever you want. All right. You can tell if the door leads to this other side by pushing on it. Whoop. You have dark vision, right? Here we go. Well, someone heard you, Uniper, because you. You're gonna take 8 damage. From the Gith Yankee knight who approached you from behind and swiped at you. Let's see. We're also going to be rolling. I'm going to be rolling. Let's see. Uniper, after that attack, he also takes your surprise. Takes you by surprise, and then grapples you, which is a thing in D&D. Calm down. From behind and holds his sword up to your throat. He tells you in common, "Tell the others to go, or you won't leave." Artie, how would you like to react to that information?
Where
Did we hear her mention the secret passage the first time?
You didn't see her go through the secret passage or anything, but you do hear her yelling from over here. You heard her yell that specifically.
That there was a secret passage? Or the second thing?
You hear what she just said.
Okay.
I'll go here then.
There you go. You see what you see. Uniper being taken hostage by the Githyanki Knight.
I'm going to turn invisible.
Invisible.
I'm gonna sneak by behind Iago.
The Githyanki yells at you, Iago. Turn away, or she dies. Your choice.
Where's his blade sticking?
He's choking her with his one arm, his left arm, and he's got his blade pointed up at her neck.
I'm going to fly overhead and try to get behind him.
Yep.
Do I? Well, I saw him turn invisible. I'm going to assume that he's doing something, so I want to ready an action that when the second he does something, I'm going to shadow step and also do something.
Sure.
I'm going to grab his blade knife and try to knock it out of his hand.
Sure. Give me strength.
Strength.
And since
I don't know. Would it be better if I just tried to do shocking grasp on him? Does he have a hold of Juniper?
Yeah. So he's got Juniper with his left arm around her neck, and then he's got his right arm with the blade up to her neck as well. If you use shocking grasp, I'll let you make that on the sword hand and make him let go of it and release it.
I will do that.
And I'm gonna shadow step since he triggered my readied action.
Got it.
Go here. and I'll let him do his thing before I do my thing.
Okay. That would be. Oh, I never swapped this out, did I? Ooh, hold on.
Woof, woof.
I never swapped it out on D&D Beyond.
I'm assuming when items require attunement, it's to balance items out.
Yes, it's to prevent mistakes that I made by exploding magic items.
16.
Perfect. So do your damage as well, but he also releases Uniper.
12 damage.
Excellent.
All right. So then I will also
Yeah, wombo combo.
attack him
Got it. Do it.
with
Yeah.
with advantage. Are you kidding me? I still have that. I'm gonna add a D4 to my attack from that thing he did. Cool. I keep getting one, so I rolled a 14.
Yeah, that'll be a miss.
Okay, and then I will attack
Extra
again.
attack. Yeah.
23, which should
Yes. Yes.
hit. So that will be in total 10 damage there. I will unarmed strike, bonus action. It's 24, that'll hit.
Hit.
10 damage there. And then I will spend a key point to stunning strike.
Excellent. Is that Constitution?
Yeah.
He did save it. He got a 19.
So what is your save, Yago?
My save?
How is he rolling a save against you?
He's
The gift
Never
is rolling a
mind.
save. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I do.
Go for it, Uniper. You certainly can try. Oh wow! Okay. What? Uniper, by the way, just to let you know, that is literally the only way that you could have hit him with that attack, besides rolling a 2 or a 3, or besides rolling, I mean, a 19 or an 18. Okay. So, with the force of your bonk, and after the successful attacks from your friends, you knock this guy out cold.
Kale knows what's coming now.
Oh boy.
Investigation. 19. Who is this man?
The Gith Yankee, like explained before, these are a race of people in this world who protect tomes and pyramids and things of that nature from invaders trying to pilfer artifacts.
Hey.
They're psionic warriors. They can teleport. They can mind read, things of that nature. They're all about the psychic. What's strange? Bonk. Thank you. What's different about this guy is the fact that he's got these little brain swarmlets with them, along with those weird ass brain larvae as well. That doesn't appear to be their normal MO. They're usually also more on guard at, you say, like the entrances of these places, rather than just outright maliciously attacking anyone who enters. They usually at least give people a forewarning before an all-out assault.
Got it.
So he's not. Is he? He said there's brain thingies. Are they still like in him and stuff?
So you can tell that he's controlling these brain swarms. If you look at the back of his scalp there, Bebo, you can see a little inlet where a larvae probably crawled inside.
Ah. I would like to
Take a straw and suck it out.
see if I can
If you smash
possibly,
his head up, you can get a brain slushy.
yeah, possibly shock the Githyanki, like to see if I can fry the larva at
Sure.
point. Sure.
Use it. Do your shocking grasp. Is that a cantrip?
Yep.
Yeah, do that.
Burp.
It's a success. You take you put your hand in his skull, you shock his skull, and the little larvae spits out, and it's on fire and burns up in a crisp. Shoots out the back of his skull. Patooey!
And I try to use some medical gauze to tie up the back of his head or whatever.
Sure, make a medicine check.
Okay.
I
Should we
will
give that-
assist with this.
Alright.
Whatever that-
15.
Would I roll my own medicine in assistance?
I'll take the
So,
higher average. Yeah, that's good. Yep, both you guys, I managed to clean up and seal the wound from his aforementioned ejected brain larvae. He is still unconscious at the moment.
I'll attempt to pick him up and carry him into the main room.
Sure. You can pick him up. Where do you want to take him?
Just grab him and. I can't grab him, lol. Okay,
Oh,
and
you
take him
can't?
back to the main room here with
Oh,
everybody.
oops. I gotta. Here we go, sorry.
Oh, okay.
this is just a room. Is there anything in this room?
There was this trap door that led back here, otherwise, no.
Okay, I just leave.
Oh, and well, yeah, I don't know. Do anyone have any healings that could heal this man?
I mean, I do, but
Yeah.
not for him. I have intentions of recruiting him into the rebellion if he since we saved his life, but I'm not gonna heal him for that.
The Githyanki are very powerful people. Juniper, it was because of the larva.
Wasn't that book written in Gith too?
Yeah.
He could be of use to us.
Well, yeah, that's
I will heal
that.
him. I cast
Oh.
healing word.
Cool. You cast your healing word, heals him, and he wakes up with a shock.
If you're interested in the amount, it was 7.
7. Okay, cool. I can add that to his health.
I knew that. I was like, where are your savers? Now you belong to us.
Slowly standing up. Did you disarm him?
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't have a weapon.
Gotcha. He goes, reaches for his side, and he has no weapon. He looks around at you, holds up his fist, and says, "Who are you? You're not supposed to be here. Leave now."
Do you happen
me
to
know
know
you
what
step-
these are? And I show him the crushed maggot thing.
He lifts it up. It takes a look at it, gives a little sniff, gives a little taste. It's a sniffy campaign, dude. The nose, man. Picks it up, looks it over, and he says, "What in the hell? Where did you get a brain larvae?"
Why don't you ask all these little guys behind us? And I point to all the animal brains and shit.
Taking a step over to look at all of those, he says, "They're oh my god, did you make those? Where did these come from?"
Bruh,
where
no,
my
I did not
brothers?
make those.
I smack him. I don't smack him. I was like, I just said we saved you, but obviously we didn't make them.
I don't even know what happened. My memory. It feels like I've lost years of my life. I can't even think. Where are my brothers? Where are they?
Probably somewhere with brain larvas in their brain, just like you.
Yeah. Why
He
don't you
goes- yeah.
take your arms and try to help us get them out? Like I can try to remove the larvae.
He reaches towards the back of his skull to feel the inlet of where the larvae was. He reaches for his hand, and you can see that he pukes on the ground.
See, and we'll help you. We'll save all of your brothers, but in exchange, you help us and also give us what we want from this place.
The Gith looks at you and says, "I'll help you get my brothers back, but you can't have what lies within here. Is it still over here?" He walks away from you guys to go into this room. Rushes forward. In this other room, you can hear him shout, "No! No! Where is it?" Rushes back in. Where is it? What did you do with the sarcophagus of air?
That's how it always works, you know. Blame the people you just met, you know, that just saved your life. Bruh, I don't know. I don't know.
It was gone when we got here.
Do you think we would have moved it in that time?
I don't even know how much time I've lost. Listen, we can't stand around here and talk anymore. We have to go. We have to get the sarcophagus back. We can talk about how I can help you after that, but that tome, that sarcophagus, is way too important to lose. I don't know who made these larvae, but it's not good. It's unpoggers, some would say even.
I will say
What
that
are
I will tell them.
hogs?
Just be aware that we saved you. You stabbed me, and I didn't kill you. And that's a very important I can't even think of the word. Point.
I didn't even.
It's a significant point.
I didn't even have control of my own body. I had no choice in that. It was the larvae. It's whoever's controlling the larvae is who made me do that.
You think I care?
It does sound pretty cringe.
All right, well, let's go.
Yay! I'm on Vominos. Everybody, let's go. You know you can do it.
I guess I guess this is probably down. I'm gonna go this way first, just in case.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Wait, what's? Oh, this is a hole. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. There's 2 doors over here.
All right, I will relay to the party that there's 2 doors over here and up, and this is with my intelligence, this is probably down.
Yes. Yeah, that's down. There you go.
Well, Mr. Gith, where do you think we should go?
He says, we can see if my brothers are still up here. There might still be hope for them. We can get the larvae out.
All right.
I will go towards these doors then.
Alrighty. Right, you open that dang on up.
Yeah, I'll open this door.
Okay. Doodly 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 doodly. There you go. There's some map for you. There's some doors on the side there even. Cool. Appears to be a large barracks. Or what was barracks?
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm turning my owl tattoo to a eagle tattoo and activating true sight.
You're activating true sight?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful because you see, boop, that guy standing back there who was preparing his spell aiming at you, but he hasn't cast it yet.
Shadow step.
Whoop.
I'm going to attack him.
Yeah, do it.
.22.
Hit.
That's a hit. And then this. So it's a total of 14. I'll go ahead and just do an unarmed strike. 19. I'm assuming 19 hits. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
So 11 there and stunning strike.
Stunning strike. Okay.
That's all I
Constitution
wrote.
saving throw. Oh, he failed it. He's stunned.
Yeah, he's stunned.
Yep.
I'm assuming they can't see him. I'm just gonna point. I can see him. He's invisible. He's stunned now.
Oh, once you hit him, the field
Oh.
around him dissipated. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, look, I found one of your brothers.
There you go. Cool. This guy looks back, and says, "Don't hurt him. Wait."
Oh,
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill him. We're just weakening it. He's stunned, so you could probably just yank the bug out.
yeah, I gotta zap the bug out because yeah, I don't know how else I'm gonna get him
You
out.
want to put your finger in that hole and use your lightning?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh wow! And that's
Hey,
you
Kale,
roll that
are
without
you-
advantage.
Are you suggesting he's going to give it the shocker?
Yeah, dude, literally. All right, you stick your little pinky down in that hole, you shock it, the bug shoots out. Zap. And you managed to do that without doing any damage to this guy.
Hell yeah.
Goes over his, the knight goes over and says, "Brother!" And they start speaking in Gish to each other. This guy's pointing to all of you in a seemingly positive way. This one that you just saved looks to you with a suspicious gaze, as if he doesn't quite trust you. But this boy that you saved saying something back to him, as if to reassure him that y'all are a-okay, poggers even. This Gish turns to the two of you and says, "Thank you. We appreciate what you've done here, but we can't let you have the tome. We can't let you have the sarcophagus."
Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's a good thing you're not a magic caster, right?
Well, of course I am.
All right. Well, the guy's knowing you.
It'd be a shame if we took it anyway.
Make a performance roll then. Either way. Or they're enthralled by your song, and it seems they might be easier persuaded. Whoever wants to make the next persuasion check made at them will have advantage.
Yeah, definitely you, babe.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking shit. 19 plus 13. Yeah, go for it. Try to get that 20. You
Just
roll
hit it
one more
again, man.
time. Yeah. Maybe you'll get a 20. Nice. Jesus Christ. Right. They look to you and say, "Fine. We'll guide you to the tome, or at least as far as we can go. And at that point, we can discuss what we can do from there. In the meantime, we have one more brother we have to save.
You said tome. We're not really here for a tome.
It's sarcophagus. They're like, you're here. We assume you're here because of the sarcophagus of air, right? The Valkyrian goddess.
Something.
What is it that you're protecting inside of the tomb? Just the goddess herself, or
her body, not to mention her sword, the Holy Avenger.
And I interrupted.
Oh, sword! Sword. Never heard of a sword. Thanks for telling me about that sword.
Yeah, we need that. Thanks. Imagine it's a matter of life and death. Your life, and also for the world.
Help us get our last brother, and then we'll talk.
I'm just gonna go start busting all these doors open.
Gotcha. Althor and Technos, do you two want to do anything?
So these are these just these are just their bedrooms?
Yeah.
Let's go up these stairs, I say.
I'll rummage through the chest first.
I'm gonna fly around and try to simulate the best gish I can do and say, "Big brother, big brother."
Before I go up, I'm gonna loot this chest.
100 gold.
Yay!
No.
This will add so much to my wealth.
Mhm.
We're going up now.
Alrighty, going up. There's this room right here.
I'll go ahead and just bust open these doors and see whatever. And if anything happens, happens.
Nothing happens here.
I'm assuming where I'm at is the door.
Yes.
I'd like to open it.
Yeah,
Ah! Yeah, I will go ahead and I'm gonna switch back my tattoo. So I have dark vision again.
all right. And here appears to be an altar to Helm. They've got the hammer insignia back there and everything.
I'm assuming from here to here, 10 minutes has passed, or no?
Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. Go for it.
Go for what?
Yeah. 10 minutes has passed.
No, I'm saying because I have 10. I have my true sight for 10 minutes.
Oh. No, you still have it. You're good.
Okay. Then I'll do I don't see anything.
Nope, nothing in here. Just the altar to Helm. It looks like there's also a bust of Air, the Valkyrian goddess, back here as well.
Your brother's not in this room.
Yes. Got it. Painting the room, painting the room.
Bust.
Oh yeah. Oh, Artemis doesn't work for some reason, but you can use someone else. Yeah, I don't know. Room. And there is.
I don't really care about an altar. I'm not very religious.
Is this good thing?
If he's so you just were able to see him just outright.
Yeah. He's just standing there in the middle of the room, just staring at you. These two run up from behind you. Menacingly! Run up behind you, and they shout something in Githyanki. And this guy is staring soullessly out of these two, and then up to the rest of your party. It says, "Your brains will be ours." And then, excuse me, I need a couple of you. And then, out from underneath this table,
Whoa!
a swarm of brains come through and tear apart all three Githyanki. Just absolutely tear them to shreds, limb from limb, till nothing but a bloody pile. And then,
God.
They weren't very helpful anyway.
And then all of these explode into a bloody mass. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. Pretty metal, in fact.
Iago's used to this.
They're all dead.
Excellent.
I feel like you've done just as bad as that what has just occurred in your life. I'm rather nostalgic. That reminds me of my house, of my home.
I have like a bad feeling. I'd like to do like I don't know, like an investigation check around the room to see if there's like anything else that's about to like pop out at us.
Go for it, Althor.
All right. That is an 11.
All right. Looking around the room, you do see in the back here that there's more jars of those brain larvae.
That's all I see.
Yep, that's the most
Alright,
significant thing you
already.
can tell.
Hey, can I roll an investigation check in the blood pile to see if there's any leftover larvae?
Sure.
So roll investigation.
So you're walking over here.
It's an 8, but I want to use my reliable talent, which says whenever you make an ability check that lets you add proficiency bonus, you can treat a d20 roll of 9 or lower as a 10. So that would
Okay.
make it 14 total then.
Would perception also work for this stuff?
You can make perception.
I'm
You
just
see
gonna use
blood and
my-
guts.
I'm just gonna use
Okay.
my passive perception of 17.
What's up? So these did not release any souls when they died. Oh, I'm sorry, the 3. My bad. Yeah. I thought I was looking at the brains. You got brains in the mind. Yeah, get their freaking souls, dude. Get those freaking souls, you necromancer.
I look at her brother and be like, she's a necromancer now. And yeah, I am using my 17 my passive perception.
So passively, you don't see anything out of the ordinary other than like the brain jars I mentioned before. If you want to make him,
I mean, I can go ahead and just roll to double check. Oh wow. Well, now I have a 25.
oh, that's great. You do see this swarm over here. There's a tiny, itty bitty little movement that's moving towards attacking us right now.
How close is he to attacking us?
Like 2 seconds from becoming a zombie.
Oh, okay. I'll shadow step and just step on it.
Yeah, go for it. You step into the mass and you hear this tiny little squelch of a larvae die.
This is the second time I've saved you.
I look at Iago as he walks away. Say, "What's that shit on your boot?"
Yeah, Yunfer?
I'll kick it at him.
Yeah, it's a door. Sure. These rooms.
Or there's a lot of barracks.
Dude. All this here.
I can get +0 to my investigation.
This one is delete. There we go.
This room seems maybe important, maybe. Or it's just the general gathering hall.
Where the brain larvas were. You said they were in a jar.
Yes, little larvae in a jar. The little boys on the inside are trying to crawl towards you while inside of their glass prison, eagerly trying to get inside of your cranium.
Gross. I take note of all of the larva, and I want to cast Word of Radiance on them to kill all of the creatures, all of the larvae I can see.
Sure, go for it. You cast and you fucking.
They succeed on a Constitution saving throw, take 1d6 radiant damage.
Oh, they'll fail. Yeah, they all fail, and they explode into radiant light. Just poof.
Can we? My question is there a way? Is there enough information to discern how they're created?
Let's see. Who here? There might be a skill check of some sort you might be able to use. Relevant skills that I'll accept for this. Let's see. I'll accept. One of the following or some of the following: animal handling, arcana, history. Animal handling, arcana, or history, or nature.
Well,
sorry, not animal handling. Nature. Sorry, not animal handling. That's with a physical animal, and we just killed them all. So just to reiterate, that'd be nature, arcana, history.
I'd like to do an arcana check.
I'll do a flat roll. You can't stop me. I got an 18.
Yeah, look, combine them all. So we got an 18. Arcana is. Nature. Okay. How about someone give me a history? Who wants to give me history?
I'll do it.
Let's put all our noggins together and get to the bottom of this.
13.
Okay. Alrighty. So using your collective knowledge of different things of arcana, nature, and things you know of in history, you are aware of beings called star spawn. Star spawn are essentially beings from another plane of existence who come to different planes to gather power and take over the minds of the inhabitants. Given the little larvae here, this seems to be kind of their go-to, since many of these star spawn are of themselves sort of a collective mass of animated bugs and larvae and worms and whatnot. This seems to be very much their MO. Perhaps they are also trying to get to the tome or the sarcophagus of air.
And these larvae multiply from a single larvae.
They are created from the star spawn themselves.
Okay.
They sort of cultivate them and breed them. Make them fuck.
Didn't need that detail.
Is there, I guess, is there anything of other importance in this room that we can discern?
Going through the room?
Or are they just random books and papers that don't really matter?
More books and papers describing like the judges, air, what she's done, how great she is, big Valkyrian goddess. However, because she decided to act against Helm, she was imprisoned in the tomb in a holy prison in the Aether plane.
She's an ally, maybe, probably.
Mm.
Alright. More bears.
Yeah. Besides that larvae that's crawling up into you, Uniper, you want to make dexterity saving throw? You dodge out of the way.
Thank you.
All right.
What's got you spooked? I'll kill it.
It's on the other side of the door. Tactus, you open the door and you accidentally step on it.
You.
Oh.
Oh, you mean Iago?
Iago.
I've stepped on it. We're free to go downstairs now.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Gith. GG's.
They're pinked. Excellent. Where are you lads at? Okay, so we are.
Par for the course, because we were probably gonna have to kill them anyway. And he did stab me.
I did not expect you guys to want to ally them. Good on you. I'm gonna have to keep that kind of stuff in mind. Look at you guys not killing everything on sight.
I'll keep you in. I'll just inform you that despite probably mages, I'm always looking just to recruit or add people to the resistance just because.
Good, cool.
Like getting that giant boulder and forming up another golem.
Right. Okay, so you go down the steps of the tome here. Leading down to the basement appears to be a what doesn't look like was originally carved here. This basement doesn't appear to be of the original tome's design. Everything here has these strange markings and runes and etches that you don't recognize in any kind of language that you're immediately familiar with. There's sort of these.
I'll whisper in Juniper's ears. We're in the lava tunnels now.
Yeah, the walls are very wet and windy. It's very slimy about, and there's these green glowing pustules all about.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
What and windy?
There's these green pulsating pustules all about as well. I'll leave that to you.
I mean, it's dark down here.
Actually, let me urinate real quick before we begin with that.
Right.
Oh, right.
I'm on my second bottle of wine.
Nice.
It was a weird thing. I really wanted to drink and eat pizza yesterday, but I couldn't. I don't have money for it, and then I came home to pizza and wine. And I guess they got a, I don't know where it's from or like what's the significance of the bottles, but there's a case of wine that we have to drink by the 11th so they can give the bottles to my grandparents for their anniversary. Because they collect wine bottles apparently.
Ooh. Alrighty, gamers. What are we doing? How the fuck are we going about this?
I'm gonna move over here.
Iago will aggressively go the other direction. All right, gang, let's split up for clues.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Sorry, I missed it. Can we see down here? Is it dark, or do I need to like?
It is dark down here. Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can see.
I cannot.
There you go.
I have.
You have dark vision, Technically?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think I might have the tools to create a torch, though. Give me 1 second.
You might just have a torch.
You definitely just have torches.
Yeah, probably in the starting
Oh
pit
yeah,
that no one ever uses.
I have a tinder box.
Yeah, go ahead.
The torch will be under tinderbox.
Yeah, make yourself a torch.
Okay. What should I increase my revealer range then to?
20-foot radius. Providing bright light and 20-foot radius, so 20 foot. So.
Because I'm at
Right.
0.1 for revealer range.
Yeah, I was gonna question like he's not revealing the fog.
No, yeah. I'm just gonna play it like that because it's easier.
Should I put it to 0.5 then?
What is your current revealer range?
0.1, because you asked about that
that's
earlier.
why. Yeah, make it 0.5. I was wondering. I was using these two because I couldn't use anybody else. All right, cool. All right, yep. So that's what you see currently.
Okay, I'll move a bit forward. Right there.
I'll just go in the center of the room.
Sure. Looking out towards here, you can start to see off to the side some green pool, some sort of a green liquid that appears to be squirming with larvae down below.
I found the breeding grounds.
Just make it move.
What do we see over
I found the breeding grounds.
Guys, I found the fuck pit.
It's Caleb Maupin's disgusting sex dungeon.
Oh my god. Alright.
Okay.
What are we doing? Where are we going?
Is this a path as well?
Yeah, that is a path.
I'm gonna keep pushing forward.
Yeah,
Yep,
I'll check
following
out the
Bebop.
other path. Why would you choose to go down the breeding path?
You should probably rephrase that, Chris.
No, it's a good decision because as soon as you enter into this area, Uniper, swarms upon swarms and swarms of larvae start to slowly crawl out of this pit. Where are you going? Where are you going? You made a decision.
Ricky breeding.
Can I do the same thing I did? Oh wait, it's
Yeah, what you got, Althor?
It's a really small range. I was gonna just destroy them all again with a word of radiance, but I gotta be within like 5 feet. So
Gotcha.
if I run, will I make it to stop them from getting to Juniper?
Within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Not close enough to affect the ones that are near her, unless you have something with range that could maybe hurt them.
No.
Sure, you have something with range, right, Mr. Cleric? Cantrip of some sort?
That was the cantrip. Was the word of radiance was the one that would like blow them all up?
Is Word of Radiance not range? I thought it was. Maybe
No, I
I'm
thought it
thinking
was
something
too.
else. Word.
There's
I can dip an arrow in more fire salts and then try to shoot the ones near Juniper.
No, wait, hold up. Each creature of your choice that you can see within... Oh, it is 5 feet. Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. What are you saying, Technics?
I was saying I can dip an arrow in more fire salts and shoot those at the larvae that are crawling near them.
I was waiting for that. Okay, I would attack this. How about you light that first?
Yeah, I go ahead and light it first.
Cool, make a range attack.
Her ranged
Just
attack.
give me your-
Dexterity check?
Just give me your normal attack for your bow.
Okay, normal attack. Okay, I'll just go ahead and hit the... hold on, let me find it again. There we go. Oath bow. Wait, what? Oh, that's on... Oh wait, there we go. Right hit DC. 13.
All right. You strike the larvae that were right in front of Juniper and Attackness and light them on fire.
You mean
Which,
Artemis?
what did I say?
You
Artemis,
said my
right?
name.
Too many A names. God damn it. Yes, that happens.
I'm Iago.
It's true. Second, let me grab my animation so I can make a little fire, a little fire even. Oh god, does that light up the thing? That's crazy.
Oh god,
Ooh,
that's bright.
fire! Fire! Which creates a persistent fire right there, and the larvae crawl back into their pit, their fuck pit.
Oh god, the breeding pit.
You know
What's
what?
worse, fuck
You
or
know,
breeding? I feel like breeding's the worst of the two.
There's a lot of fucking and breeding going down there.
Are they
I
submissive?
just lean over the edge and say that.
come on, goes. Jesus Christ, the submissive and breeding pit now is what's going to be known by.
But yes, you learn that apparently fire keeps the larvae away.
Nice.
Are they in water?
It's not water. It's sort of a green, viscous liquid, almost slime-like.
I'll go ahead and light a torch and just toss it in there to see if it's flammable.
Sure. So you light your torch, you throw it in. The torch does sink in through the puddleish liquid slime there, but it does burn a hole through. So it gets extinguished, but it burns through everything in there.
The breeding pit's too strong for the fire. Well, we have options though. We can either go this way, or probably this way.
Do we see anything else over here?
Right, because you're over there now.
Oh, doesn't that Attackness light a torch?
Yeah, I
Yep.
did.
I
I
just
still
lit
have
more
my
area.
shield glowy, so if as long as I stay near you, you should be able to see shit. Yep.
So we can tell, is that, do we see a way? Or
There's a way that way.
guess we could go.
Is,
Keep going.
is this a path?
There is. Let me see, Iago. I got you.
Ah,
There. You can see that over there.
okay. using my brain, I could tell this way just leads to the breeding pits.
I'll go first and go this way.
Which means you chose the second of the safest paths through. Good job.
I can't be surprised.
Roll initiative then.
Beast. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Go left.
13. I'm gonna get some water.
Just need Alether and attackness.
9.
Just need.
Okay, initiative.
I'm about to stop
Ooh,
using D&D
24.
Beyond.
You're about to what?
So I'm about to stop using D&D and Beyond for my rolls. For
I feel
my
it.
D20 rolls. I literally got a 1.
Damn. Well,
I've
Rolling really
rolled
good earlier.
I've rolled multiple ones throughout multiple rolls for different dice.
I think I had like 3 20s today, and they were on stupid things too, like initiative.
gotta love that, right?
I'm about to use my fancy tree dice.
Oh,
The 20 on this dice is a book with leaves coming out of it.
that's cool.
Do you know where I got it?
No, where?
One of the random Magic the Gathering tournaments we did at Petersburg.
Petersburg. That's right. Nice.
I won a raffle and I looked through the dice and this is the only dice that was different to all the other dice.
All right. Upon entering this room, you see two little boys that look like that I just posted. Yeah. They look to you and go,
They look
that
like
exactly.
do they scratch a lot? Because I relate.
Yes, she's scratchy and all that.
Oh God,
Uh,
I'm suffering from eczema.
like, what? Uniper, you're actually first.
The guy with the best initiative roll goes last. It's great. I love it.
Oh, I see. Go for it. All right, these are Star Spawn Gru. They are the underlings of the Star Spawn mages and seers. They are immune to psychic damage. They speak deep speech. They're also they got this little quirk about them, where if they hit you, you could potentially be taken advantage against some more attacks, given their aberrant nature. So getting hit by them is not good.
Oh no.
But they're kind of weak. By kind of, I mean, yeah. With like, no, your line of sight is completely blocked by 3 people. You could move up there and you could, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Sure, why not? And then you could hop off, walk over here. Or maybe if you're doing a range attack, maybe that's better. I'll allow that. Yeah, he's a small little dog. Do it. It. Right, he took it. He goes. Darkness.
Okie dokie. Oh man, everyone is.
Let me refresh our initiative.
Sorry.
Okay, so 5, 10, 25, 30, 35. Then I will use bonus action dash to move past everyone, so. Let's see, hold on, 5. Wait, would I be able to move past everyone or no?
You're a small little man and you can fly, yeah.
Oh, that's true then. I leap over everyone with my wings, so 5, 10, 15. I will go right here, 25. And I will take aim at this star spawn.
Got it.
And I'll of course make it my enemy. My sworn enemy.
Wow. What did he do to you, dude? Come on.
Okay, roll 9. Okay, it roll okay, 15. Okay, the 1d8 plus 5. Then let's see, 3d6. Okay. That's a total of 20.
Cool. Yep. Whoop. Killed him. Right through his little heart. He falls down.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Bebo.
Wow. Zap the boy right in front of me. Uh, 22 to hit.
Hit.
Okay, so what was the roll? It was a 1d6 plus 7. So that's just 1. So 10 damage for that one.
That's also enough to zap him out. Woof.
Okay.
Very frail, very frail.
And what's over here?
Oh, hang on. Still gonna be an initiative for a minute. What else do you want to do, Bebo?
My dog, come on out here. Step over and take a look at this guy.
It's you want to make an investigation or something?
Yep. 20.
All right. This appears to be an aberrant creature that was maybe created here in these pits. Given the spots of different clothing and mismatching body parts on this little guy, it seems that he was created from an amalgamation of corpses on top of having one of those little larvae in his head, too.
Okay. So he's just a mix-max monster, and I guess I explained that to everybody.
Yeah.
Might be more of these, might be bigger ones. But be careful. My turn?
Iago.
We're still in initiative.
Yes.
Okay. I'll shadow step here. And do nothing.
Okay.
Maybe go over here. I'll do that. I'll go here and see what's this way.
Got it.
I see.
At the end here is a disgusting little man. Let me just give you a nice little picture of this man over here, so you can really just suck in how delicious he is. Hang on a second.
I'm gonna post a pile of shit. I'm gonna be like, thank you.
Here is shit I took earlier.
Okay.
No, sir, no.
And
That's
then
what he looks like.
I'll go ahead and using all of my movement, go up in front of him, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
And I'm going to hurt him.
So 27.
Hit.
Just so you know, had I not had advantage, I would have gotten a 1.
Jeez.
So I've just only been rolling ones this entire time. I just roll a 1 on that damage roll. So 7 damage. Wait. Yeah. Wait. Sit. All right. 12 damage altogether.
Got it.
He has a staff, so I'm assuming he's a mage. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend a key point
Oh,
and do 2 unarmed strikes.
poor man.
24
24 hits.
and 12.
12 also hits.
Okay. Wow. I rolled another 1. So 7 for the first hit, 9 for the second hit.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
go ahead.
Good.
I was just gonna do my extra attack now.
Okay, just do your extra attack.
25.
Hit.
Oops. And 16 damage.
Got it. All right. As you're punching him, the little larvae that are part of his own body start flying out and falling to the ground, withering and dying. Does anyone here speak Undercommon?
No, sir.
Nope.
Specifically me.
You speak Undercommon, right? Okay.
Yes.
In Undercommon, he shouts out, "My lady, they're here! Prepare the groove, prepare the defensive!"
I speak it and coming back. You get fucked.
Get fucked. Alright, Alpha, that's your go.
No,
I
that's
imagine-
done back in the breeding pits.
I imagine like in normal cases, like if when a white person just comes out of nowhere speaking a different language that they speak, they're just like, "What the fuck?"
That's lost all my movement, so I'm not gonna like make it far enough. I'm gonna cast.
But one time my extra language will actually matters.
I wouldn't say one time.
I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good on Bebo,
Wow.
which is a concentration spell. Up
I'm
to
so
10
protective.
minutes. Until the spell ends, one rolling creature I touch is protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends.
Hey, that's what these are.
It has several benefits. I don't know if we can find the card easily.
Yeah, what protection from good and evil, right?
Yeah. But creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against them, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Got it. Oh, can't be possessed? Why? Don't do that. No, good move.
And that's my turn.
How does it feel that he just randomly chose things that goes against everything you do?
Hey man, that's the roll of the dice. It's all good. I'm cool with it.
How long's that effect
Up to
for?
10 minutes. I have to. It's concentration
okay.
though.
Pretty
Okay.
long, pretty long encounter wise. Okay,
Pretty
that
much
goes.
the entire encounter.
Yeah, it goes to our fat little boy over here. Let's see.
My second bottle of wine is empty now in my glass.
Next
I
turn,
can
I
go
should
get.
just
I can.
cast
I can go
haste
grab
and
another
just
one.
Go Iron Avenger and just
I
charge
probably
it.
shouldn't though.
All right. So Iago, this guy, he has something called out of phase movement. What that does is that he can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain, but he does not provide opportunity attacks. He essentially he walks through you as a bundle of worms and just goes
I've been through worse.
You can move there.
Get defiled.
I've seen my entire family die before my eyes.
I just imagine this is like the movie Slither, Kale.
Oh God! Stop! No,
Movie's so gross.
God. Okay, he's gonna make an attack. That's the only person he can see. Okay, that's gonna be a hit. Iago. He's gonna raise his little staff. That'll be 11 damage. A little meteor poof comes out of his staff and hits you. And can you make a Constitution saving throw? Hits you in the head.
Three. I need to stop rolling this dice. Just roll my actual dice.
Okay. So Iago, that is gonna make you incapacitated until the end of your turn.
Basically just stunned.
Yeah. It says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Not the little comment that came out of his staff knocked you in the head. He's gonna. He's there. He's gonna shout back this way in under comment. Grow this way. Come to me. Protect the lady. And you hear a skithering coming from back here. Uniper, that's you.
Just putting my headset back on. What direction did we hear sounds from?
You heard the skithering come from this area.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Hello, cat. That's gonna be a vicious mockery. Yeah, go for it. Ooh. Wait, is vicious mockery psychic damage?
Thank you, Alex.
Of course.
I'll allow it. I'll allow you to take the take back seat. Yeah.
Was that a pun? Take backseat?
Right. Yeah.
Should have been there fucking Thursday when KO was like, "Hey, James Flood is bombing my email box," and I was like, "Looks like he flooded you." He's like, "You're fired, Dan."
I resisted the pun.
Meow. Vaporeon, shut Scorching Ray, got it. Yeah, that'll work. Notice the Vaporeon.
Oh no, it's only millennial men.
Hit. Oh, make Scorching Ray's 3 attacks, right? To do the other 3. Those are all hits. Big numbers. Ooh, you incinerate out his little chesticle cavity there, and little worms and larvae are flying out of him and shriveling up as he's shouting, "My baby! My baby!"
He sounds like he consecutively has like a roast beef sandwich pouring out of his mouth.
But in that case, the only person who could actually hear that is me because I speak
Yeah.
Undercommon, but I'm also unconscious.
Yeah.
Is that what's in his other hand, Kale? A roast beef sandwich?
Yeah. Exactly.
He's got his scepter and a fucking sandwich.
Great. Anything else, Unifer?
There's too much mayo in this sandwich. Gross.
Yeah, he's fucking unconscious, bro. All right. Darkness. Zack attack.
Alright, I'm thinking. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Moving here. If he doesn't notice me, do I get advantage or whatever?
He does notice you. He's walking around the corner.
Okay. Because I wanted to see if I could get a sneak attack on him. I want to roll for stealth to try and hide within like by the walls and whatnot.
Okay, we'll assume you did that before you walked around the corner.
Okay. So rolling for stealth. 22.
Success. So I'll let you get as far as up to this ledge here to not be seen, but after that, he would definitely see you.
Okay. So up to here then.
Mhm.
Do I have enough line of sight?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to try and sneak attack him then. But of course I'll make him my no, if I make him my enemy, he'd probably notice me, so no, I won't.
Yes, if you peered around the corner and shouted directly at him that he's your enemy, I think he'd notice you.
Yeah, no, so I won't make him my sworn enemy so I can get the Alright, I'll see if I hit him. 19.
A 19 hits.
Okay, what would I roll with? Okay, well, hold on. Sneak attack. Okay, 66. Jesus. Okay, so I'll roll the 1d8 plus 5. That's 11, so 66. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay.
I was about to say you can do that, so good. Yeah.
Jesus.
11 and 19 damage. Very good.
That's 30.
30 damage. Big numbers, champs.
So that arrow probably like goes through his shoulder, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, and he continues to reach for the little larvae that are dying off him. He's not doing well. Pretty upset. It's pretty goddamn upset, guys, okay?
Sorry,
Anything
so
else?
sad.
Anything else, Tactus?
oh nope, that's my turn.
Bebo.
I would like to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I would like to, I guess just, yeah, I'm just gonna zap his ass. Fuck him. I'm gonna do something more creative, but I'm like, nah, fuck him. He doesn't deserve it.
He's not worthy.
First attack was 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
We'll try again. There's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
That is a minus the 7, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. Just zap him.
I'll have Frankie attack him as well.
Stupid dog, you make me look bad.
11 plus 9.
Yeah, that's
20, what? 4, 5. 5 damage.
damage. Why are you bullying so much, guys? What the heck? Like,
I was just helping you toast that sandwich in your left hand.
My beef sandwich. Okay, how many? He says that you can't understand, but of course you can. Only Iago the unconscious.
He's
can
protecting
understand.
his sandwich.
Anything else, Bebo?
That is it.
Coming from this corner is Star Spawn Grew C. Give him an opportunity attack, Bebo.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. 26.
Oh, set. Okay.
12 damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, he's still alive. Barely. Got it. Okay. Fuck. It was beelining for attack. Was rather around the corner. Okay. Attack this.
Okay.
What? No. I'm attacking you.
Oh, okay.
All right. I hit. That's gonna be 6 damage to you attacking us. And can you give me a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom DC. Wait, what?
Just
DC
roll.
10.
Just roll your Wisdom saving throw. Beat
Okay.
10.
Damn it, 6.
Okay, so any attacks that enemies make against you will have advantage until the end of the next until the end of that crew's turn.
Gotcha.
And then in this corner, first one crew is... Oh fuck! Hey, make another opportunity attack. Damn it.
19.
Yeah, that's
8 damage.
got it. Okay, Uniper. Never mind, I missed. Wonderful. You assholes thought it was over, but we've got one more contender. What do I have? A, B, how many? F. Aha! Uniper. Never mind. Holy crap. How can I not hit the person with the lowest AC? Jesus Christ. Anyway. This is not a jab at you. I just can't believe my monsters didn't fucking hit the lowest AC person. Let's see what we got here. Ah. Okay, nerds. Uniper. Make a wisdom saving throw. Wonderful. Okay, so the seer is going to warp space around you.
Was that a success, Kale?
I'm
5 to it. I'm adding 5 to it. I'm adding 5 to that roll.
Alright, Bebo.
No fun for the DM.
Why, sorry, I rolled a 5. I could have hit you if I rolled a fucking 5. Never mind. He just goes, walks this way. Damn it. No, it's good.
Play
It's
my
good.
character. I'm sorry.
No, you should. No. Honestly, you should always be playing your characters with all the abilities you have. Absolutely. Also, I'm an idiot. I played him out of order, so I'm just going to skip him. I don't
I
know
only
why I
have
did
3
that.
more uses of Flash
I
of
was about to
Genius.
ask, like, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, I played him out of order. I did nothing anyway, so whatever. So Iago, you are no longer unconscious after now, but it's Alther's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move on up.
That was my recharge ability. Thank you.
I only have 3 more uses of Flash of Genius, Kale.
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and break that concentration since they didn't even go after Bebo anyway.
Tried
I'm gonna
to.
do.
Failed.
Oh, did they?
Oh, I had disadvantage on that anyway, so I would have. Oh wait, no, it wasn't on you, Bevo. It was on. Well, yeah, my other attack was on you, so it would have failed anyway because of disadvantage. Because protection is
Alright.
good eagle.
I'm gonna do that word. Or wait, it's on the. They have to be within 5 feet. Wait. Each creature I can see within my. Can I like move through here now? Attacked. All right, I'm
You
just
can move through
gonna.
my dog. My dog is just a little,
He's small.
little thing.
Yeah, he's small.
When I get attacked, I'll get attacked by this guy.
Are you provoking? You're attacking him.
Let's say if I move past, he'd get me.
You would provoke opportunity if you moved here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do that.
You said you are.
No.
Are you gonna do that?
I'm just
Nah.
gonna do my cantrip. Since I can only do the one. Okay, right here. I'm actually just gonna do Sacred Flame.
Oh.
Yeah, on this boy right here, which is 3d8 plus 4.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Kind of rolled.
Or he's
Six.
gotta do a dexterity saving throw first.
Dexterity saving throw. He failed. 6.
Okay, and then I rolled the damage already of 16.
He out. He incinerated.
Nice.
That was more than himself.
And now that he is gone, I'm gonna move on up a little bit. And my turn.
All right. After Alther, I went out of order accidentally, so we're skipping back to Uniper. Scorching Ray. Do your thing. So so you have 3 rays. So who's getting 2? Got it. 19 hits. Hits. The 10 misses. Yep, roll for damage. You shot a scorching ray right through his chest. Poof! That is attacking us.
Let's see here. Okay, one left. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move here. And I am going to take aim at the star spawn. So, and I'm going to
Hey,
make it.
Uniper, real quick, have you been keeping track of your spell slots?
All right, I'm going.
Scorching Ray. Where's that at?
Oscar, you were using it at a level 3? It's your level 2.
That's not as confused.
You used a 4th level spell? When did you use a 4th level spell? Okay, then never mind. You only used 2 spells so far. That's what I thought. Okay, you're good.
Kale.
What's up?
Apparently, Mountain Blade 2 is being full released in October.
Yeah, good consoles too. Can't wait. Also, Bevo, are you doing your spell slots on the side, non D&D Beyond? I assume.
Yeah, correct. I'm doing them over here actually in
Gotcha.
tabletop.
Okay, cool.
Just so like I can keep track with y'all.
Yeah, I'm keeping track just to make sure I balance certain counters because it's like if we're all whiffed out, I don't want to throw like something that's going to TPK. Not that
That's
I.
cool.
Yeah, just making sure. So if you can update D Beyond, it allows me to look at it in real time. Yeah. So I can prepare. Technically, if you do it in here, I can look at it as well by logging to tabletop. But yeah. All right. Anyway, that's Agnes. That was your turn, right?
Yeah, I'm going to declare the star spawn my enemy. Death to those who have wronged me. Or so death to you who have wronged me. So roll to see if I hit. Ah, god damn it. 10.
10 does not hit.
It is a tiny target. And I will end my turn.
Bebo.
Let's take one step over here at this boy, and
Revenge.
I am going to. I'm gonna try to hit him with my staff, which are in my gauntlets. So I'm just gonna try to punch him. 10 does not hit. One more. 20 to hit.
Yes.
Alright, so that's I'm going to be hitting him with lightning, which will add an extra 2d6 to the damage. So I'm just gonna roll that real quick. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
Very nice.
And for 13, 14, 15. Oh no, is that right? Nah, we're gonna say 13 damage. I'm gonna try to
13?
kill him with Frankie. Frankie, dude. 5 plus 9 is 14.
To hits.
Hey. 6 damage.
That was enough to blast him into the afterlife. Bazinga!
Blah! Teabag, 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 teabag.
All right. And we'll go ahead and call it there because I do have to get up at like 5 in the gosh dang morning.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Very good. Very cool.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was, okay. I haven't done
We
this in a
dungeon
minute.
crawled.
Yeah. Alex, you're the newer to our little group here. How's everything going in your end for D&D?
I'm having a good time.
That's
I
cool.
played with that other campaign with that Chris is in for a while. So I know D&D, and then I'm having fun. Very.
Oh yeah.
Like I wasn't sure how. I guess I should have known with this group that was gonna be a lot of jokes and messing around. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Sticking around.
Gotta add the comedy.
Yeah.
Gotta add the comedy. There's time and places for like more serious matters, whatever. I like to keep it light and make sure everyone's having fun. Cool. Good
Yeah.
shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So as most of us in here know, because we'll be at it, or 3 of us in here will know. Next weekend we won't be doing D&D because of Byers' bachelor party, but then we can continue after that.
Yeah.
Got him, gross. That's disgusting, degenerate, and God hates you.
You better brush your teeth before you kiss anyone.
Hey, this should have happened a week sooner because Pride was yesterday.
Yeah, liberals, you get Pride Minute now. Okay, you get 1 minute
Ha!
a day.
That's the funny thing. I'm the straight guy, and I went to Pride. Where were you, Bree? You're to buy one.
Dude, you met Dark Brandon himself. I saw it. Saw the picture.
So it's
Where were you? That's the funny part. I'm straight, and I was at Pride.
Wow,
Where
Bree,
were
imagine not making your entire personality the rainbow flag. Cringe. So one of my sisters is bi, and like my parents are so cringe about it. They're always like, "Oh, it's all the time," and it's like, guys, stop. Like,
Wait, are your parents actually like that?
yeah, no, my parents are those stereotypical like white parents who are just like, ah, bi, rainbow.
It's like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, they just don't understand that it's like you can be supportive and not like
Be
cringe and
about
over.
it.
Yeah, like just accept who she is and move on.
Like it just comes off as the whole like white savior thing kind of thing.
Yeah, literally. Like, have you seen Get Out?
No, I've not.
Oh, okay, well, never mind. They're like the white parents in Get Out, except not had spoilers. But yeah, you really should. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Randomly, I talked to Aiden from Best Buy, and apparently he dated one of your sisters.
Yeah, no, Aiden Bates, right?
Yeah.
He dated Riley.
He it was like a mind explosion for him because I mentioned Jared, he got me the job, and I'm your friend. He was like, wait, really? It's like, oh my god, the world is so small. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he worked there. That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah, he
I know
still
Aiden.
works there. I guess he got Jared the job at Best Buy.
Oh, look at that! It was a train one after another. Cool. All right, guys. As always, was fun, and I will talk to you later. See ya.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.